Well, isn't that a great idea, Mike? Mike, the musical vegan beast, has us on both. Of course, it's Trump Day. So glad. Let's get grumpy with it. I'm in Davis, California.
It's so hard to not abuse animals.
It is November 8th, 2023.
Fuck themselves. Go fuck themselves.
This is a channel for vegans.
Channel for only vegans. If you aren't a vegan,
you can go fuck yourself.
This is a channel for
we have Grumpy Vegan Granddad in the house. Grumpy Vegan Granddad! Hello, you beautiful vegans. You know, I'm in the back of a truck in Davis, California, where No Shave November is in full effect. This is as far as I've gotten. How far have you gotten to bring awareness to men's health and Men's Health Awareness Month? How long is your beard gonna get? I didn't know if you know. I don't know if you knew, but we are in a race. The race to grow a beard on your face. A face race. It's a face race. You know, one of the things that I noticed that I'm always celebrating a national day every single day. I look them up every day now, and I've noticed that there's not one about men's health. Like today is not even. There's nothing about men's health. There's radiology. I guess like it's National Radiology Day. But you know what? We had National Harvey Wallbanger Day. At least that's a vegan. Wallbanger. A Harvey Wallbanger is vodka, Galliano, and orange juice. There's lots of legends about how the Harvey Wallbanger started, but some people say my favorite one is that in Laguna Beach, this guy named Harvey would always come into the bar with his surfboards and would bang up all the walls with his surfboard, and so they called it Harvey Wallbanger. But there's lots of legends about how this stupid thing. I think basically just Galliano had an idea to advertise Galliano in different drinks, and that's the one that stuck. Harvey Wallbanger. Have you had one? I used to love them. They're kind of an old-fashioned drink, but what do you go? It's National Harvey Wallbanger. Happy Harvey Wallbanger Day. It's also Happy Cappuccino Day. So if you're going to have a cappuccino, please try to make it a soy latte, a soy cappuccino, or an oat cappuccino. I hear that oat foam's better. I'm not a big cappuccino fan. I just like my Carney-Tears strained through coffee bean. I don't need all that extra stuff. You know, when I went vegan, I just stopped drinking milk. I was like, thank you. I guess I'm taking my coffee black now. I didn't need all this other stuff. I don't think that people even like coffee. I think people like coffee flavored dessert beverages is how they really like it, is what they really like. Coffee flavored dessert beverages. I think cappuccino kind of counts. It's like a foamed up milk thing. Happy Cappuccino Day. Do you guys like cappuccinos? Well, at least make it a latte. Make it a soy or an oat one. Starbucks is still charging us more, charges you more. There's still a soy tax at Starbucks. I don't know why they won't just cave. Meanwhile, I wish they would so that I can go to Starbucks. I'm not allowed to go to Starbucks working for PETA because we aren't allowed to we're not allowed to buy things that the company is actively campaigning against, which makes sense, right? Makes perfect sense. Yeah. We had the whole country down yesterday. You had the whole country down yesterday. Happy Cappuccino Day, says Vegan Knave. Thank you. Black coffee prevents Alzheimer's. Well, that's a good thing. I think then between my veganism, between my plant-based diet and my black coffee addiction, then hopefully I'll be without Alzheimer's. I'm very afraid of such a thing. Dementia, Alzheimer's, these old age diseases that rot your brain or make you forget what car keys are and things. I'm terrified of stuff like that. Yeah. Where's Grumpy? Don't worry, Kane. Grumpy will be here. Don't worry. He'll be here when he gets here. Where's your patience, Kane? Where's your understanding, Kane? Should I have shaved in October? I don't know. You can do whatever you want in October. It's about November. November is No Shave November. I've had a beard for 69 years. Well, of course you have. I'm really being sincere because in a 69, my Humpty nose will tickle your rear. My nose is big. Nah, I'm not ashamed. I'm still getting ladies. I'm still getting paid. You guys probably know about how shit. The word of the day is mean. The word of the day is mean. Sorry. I'm getting laid by the ladies. I know I'm in charge. Both how I'm living and my nose is large. I get stupid. I throw an air like Cupid. I use a word that don't mean nothing, like lupid. I got cold coffee is boiling acid that is making my arthritis worse. Yeah, that's soy tax. I guess Shannon Michaela was right about veganism being a scam. Yes, and you know what else she was right about? Sunning your genitals. You know, she's really into sunning her perineum. Shannon Michaela, she's right about it. She's right about it. If you sit on the beach every morning and greet the sun with your perineum, good things will happen, supposedly. So go ahead and try it. If you're into Shannon Michaela, you should try sunning your perineum. I bought some vegan pumpkin spice creamer. Now I have to buy coffee. They have a new product that's just like pumpkin coffee soy milk thing. I don't buy it because I'm on the road. Yesterday I almost did a haul. I bought a bunch of vegan. I had $30 and I had to spend exactly $30 at Safeway. And so I bought Morning something, little vegan chicken nuggets. I got some bagels and some like coleslaw, like chopped cabbage. And that was like 30. I didn't get far with $30. $30 did not buy me very much, but that's how it goes. Yeah. That's just how it goes. You know, sometimes you have to pick your battles, and with only $30 a day to spend, I have to be very careful. So I've got this new strategy now that I'm in California and everything's so much more expensive. I'm not eating lunch, and I'm just going to go to the supermarket and buy things with my stipend and then eat at the hotel with my little microwave. It's really hard. See, like, it would be $30 I could make last a week if I had a kitchen, but all I have is a microwave, and I'm stuck in these little hotels like this. I'm in some shitbird hotel today because we have this really low budget when it comes to hotels. And in California, hotels are so much more expensive. So we're staying in kind of the lowest quality hotels that we have the entire stay. Although Nevada was pretty rough too, but we've had really rough nights the last few because it's just the hotels are so much more expensive here. So $100 a night for a hotel is not good. Microwave some whole ass potatoes. I could do that and just eat them dry. Just eat like dry potatoes. Just like microwaved hot potato. I don't have salt, buddy. I got nothing. I gotta buy. It's not like I have a kitchen with herbs and spices. I thought about the potato idea, but then you need something to wrap it in. I don't even have that. Yesterday I bought utensils too. I bought utensils because I wanted compostable utensils that I could use on the road because I'm sick of stealing hard plastic utensils. They break. They're horrible, and then I'm just afraid they're going to be on the earth for the rest of existence. So I'm got a compostable plastic utensils so that I can prepare things in the hotel. Yeah, I think if I go on tour with PETA again, I'm going to plan the food stuff a little bit better because we're going to towns where there isn't always a vegan restaurant. There's always restaurants with vegan options, but I don't like eating at restaurants with vegan options. I only like eating at vegan restaurants. I try to exclusively eat at vegan restaurants. So I make it more difficult for myself because I just don't like carny restaurant. I don't like eating around people who are gobbling on dead animals. I don't like it at all. If you've got blood in your mouth, please don't be in the same room as me. I think that's pretty easy. I don't want to be in the room with you. Yeah. Hello, vegan carnivore coffee junkies. What's up, Gorik? What's happening? I have a feeding tube up my nose with Kate Farms protein going in my sweet tummy. MJ, you've got the right plan. Oh my God, there's this one of the images that we show. I'm looking for a flyer. One of the images that we show people on this tour is it's horrible. It's a monkey getting her nose stuffed with a tube, and the monkey, she's screaming, she doesn't want it, and they're putting this long tube in the monkey, and her face is just filled with fear. Oh my God, it's just like, it really is haunting. It's terrifying that we do this to animals, and it's been really exciting to talk to people about animals in this regard, because I get so many people, they do the VR experience and they come out and they're like, I've never thought of, they don't do this on my campus, do they? And it's like, yeah, we only go to campuses that have animal testing. And not only that, the experiments done on animals are regulated so seldom. There's very little regulation of what you're allowed to do to animals. And this campus, we're only going to campuses that have federal welfare violations, just to rub their noses in it, I guess. I love it though, because people are like, wait, us? We do that? I'm like, yes. And my talking point is that, yeah, as soon as you apply a dollar sign to the value of an animal, and you say that the value is only how it affects us and how we can use that animal, then when you're done using that animal, the welfare violation usually occurs when they neglect. So what they'll do, they'll use an animal of let's say a monkey. They'll use a monkey, and then when they're done with the experiment, and if that experiment doesn't require them to vivisect the monkey, dissect the animal while he or she is still alive, then they'll leave the animal and forget about the animal until they die. And they'll just die of starvation, just die under some rock, in some drawer somewhere. Like they're a forgotten tool, because that's what they are. They're a tool. It's unbelievable. And people are like, what, at this campus? Not at my campus. Yes, at your campus. The shit's going down, and you need to stop it. Text abduct to 30933. Yes. Sky has potatoes, L has beans. Combine them together and you have a salad. Ooh, I like that. Except I think I'm the one with the beans. Hello, Hannah Moved Vegan. Well, we don't need salt either. A Cholula. I guess I have mustard. I bought some mustard that I've been carrying around I've been carrying mustard and Vegenaise across the country. So we have laundry detergent and mayonnaise, vegan mayonnaise that's traveled the country with us. we've traveled the United States with with laundry detergent and vegan mayonnaise. That's what's made it the furthest. Yeah. All about, now this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down. You like it? I don't have to wear it, but I'm kind of getting self-conscious about my hair because I haven't had a haircut in 2 months now. And I need a haircut, but I haven't had one because I've been on the road talking about animals. I hope that's okay. But I'm getting a little I don't know. I feel like I'm looking pretty rough. So I'm putting the hat on to cover up the fact that I haven't gotten a haircut. Yeah. I also bring condiments like salt and pepper. I should bring some salt and pepper. It's hard though, because all this stuff spills, you know? So we try. I also have like a little tub of vegan cream cheese for bagels and stuff. Thanks, Vice M89. I appreciate you. Get a can of baked beans and a potato and cook it in the microwave. I don't have a can opener. Guys, this is like rough living. I didn't check a bag when I came, so I don't even have a can opener. I need to get a can opener. Next time I'll bring a can opener. Maybe that's a good idea. Next time, can opener. I'm enjoying the vegan restaurants, but they're expensive, and I don't know. If I find a vegan restaurant, awesome, I'll pay it. But if there's no vegan restaurant, I'll see you at the supermarket. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, the word of the day is mean. Are you mean? I hope you're not a mean guy. Mean is a literary word that refers to a person's demeanor or appearance, especially as expressive of their attitude or personality. The minister projected a stern and serious mien from the pulpit. Ooh, I like this. Could we use this? Could we use this in activism? That you're displaying your carny comments are displaying an apathetic mien. Your carny comments are displaying a mien of ignorance. How about that? A serious mien, but we found him to be friendly and welcoming when he spoke. Hitman, a new movie from Richard Linklater, was co-written as leading man Glenn Powell, playing philosophy professor turned fake assassin, custom accent and mien with joyful abandon. Okay, that's good. Joyful abandon. Do you have joyful abandon? I have joyful abandon. I think I call it gallows humor most of the time, though. Mean is a somewhat literary term that refers to a person's appearance and behavior towards others, that is, their outward manner or demeanor. Mean and demeanor are also linked through etymology. Mean arose in early 1500s to the shortening and alteration of the rare verb demean. Ooh, I didn't know that. Meaning to conduct or behave oneself, usually in a proper manner. Don't demean yourself. The source of demean is a Middle English word meaning, among other things, to behave in a certain way, to conduct oneself. That word's Anglo-French source, demeanor, wow, could mean also, among other things, to lead, to strive, to guide, to behave. Note that the behave, demean, related to the demeanor, that mean is not related to the more common demean, which means to debase. Demean to mean to debase. That word has its roots in an Old English word meaning common or shared. Interesting. So, do you display a mean? Do you project, what kind of mean do you project as a vegan activist? Do you project the fuck you asshole vibe like I do? Because I think that's more my mean. What about Grumpy? His grumpy mean is about to come on, and we'll see how he feels about it. But I think that his mean might be one of grumpiness. What do you think? I think Dan's mean might be one of grumpiness on this Wednesday. Some cans have a tab to open them, and they also sell rice in bags already cooked. That's a good plan. You're right. That's what I should be buying. And then I should buy a bowl, right? But then you can't wash the bowl, so you still need a paper bowl. I need to buy paper bowl. I need disposable bowls, disposable plates. I got some disposable plates from the last hotel, but I didn't get enough. I need like a grip of them or a bowl. I can't wash it off in the hotel. Those sinks aren't made for washing plates, they're bathroom sinks. So I think I need to have. Anyway, I only got 2 weeks. Well, I got I think 2 weeks of this left. I'm in Davis for the rest of this week, and I'll be in Berkeley next week. I'll be in Irvine after that, and then driving back across the country, back to Norfolk, Virginia. I just washed my dishes in the bathroom sink. Oh, Jonesy LaFay, you are so hardcore, Jonesy. Okay, maybe I should get less. Maybe I should take lessons from you, Jonesy. I should take lessons from Jonesy LaFay about how to do this. I think that's the key. I think you're right. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll wash it in the bathroom sink. Seems so ugh, but okay. All right, I think okay. I'm okay with that. I don't know. These sinks aren't made for washing. I mean being mean. Okay, so it's SZA's birthday. Is SZA vegan, do you think? It's SZA's birthday today, and I think that she might be. It's SZA and Gordon Ramsay's birthday. Is SZA vegan? Let's see. Is SZA vegan? SZA, sad because I want to go vegan, but I'm allergic to most fruits and vegetables. SZA says she's allergic to most fruits and vegetables, but wants to go vegan. How are you allergic to most fruits and vegetables, SZA? Is that even a thing? Most fruits and vegetables? What the fuck are you talking about, SZA? SZA, you ignorant slut. Why would you say that? Allergic to most fruits and vegetables. What are you talking about? That's out of this world. You do have to make sure the food bits don't get caught in the drain. And yes, it's not the easiest thing, but it saves on disposable utensils. Good plan. All right, I'm gonna buy some bowl. I'm gonna buy like an enamel camping bowl. That would make sense. I'll go to a camping next time I do this. I'll go to a camping store and buy an enamel bowl, and that'll be my plan. It'll be like camping. I wish that I could actually go camping. That would be cool to do this with a tent. It would get cold sometimes, but that'd be fun. Go to campsites with the truck, because then I wouldn't have to worry about parking, because there's usually parking for like RVs and stuff when you camp. That'd be so much fun. Or just sleep in the back of the truck. If I did this by myself, I'd just sleep in the back of the truck. Put an air mattress in here and just kick it in here. California boy learning how to rough it. Oh, I know how to rough it, but I'm not traveling alone, so I need to adjust to the parameters that have been set by others. I didn't make these parameters. I didn't do this. But vegan, Pepper Pig. What does that mean? But vegan. It's like, yeah, but vegan. I'm allergic to meat. Yeah, everyone's allergic to milk and meat because you're not supposed to be eating it. Dumb. It's so dumb. Like, SZA, what are you talking about? I'm allergic. People are as allergic to fruits as I'm allergic to jogging. I'm allergic to most fruits and vegetables. Then how are you alive, SZA? How are you even alive? Gordon Ramsay it's Gordon Ramsay's birthday, and lately he's been talking about how happy he is to be somewhat vegan sometimes. That's not really a thing, of course, but Gordon Ramsay likes to say that he's vegan friendly these days. I think his wife is vegan or some shit. But Gordon Ramsay is a villain. He's killed countless animals and inspired others to do the same. Kill an animal, chop them up into little pieces, and then decorate them. That's how he's made his living. Can't trust a chef. Can't trust them. Can't trust chefs. Too much blood is on their hands. Trust me. I've trusted lots of chefs, and it just is not the case. It's just not a good idea. Who is this Alfie, what's her name? Alfie Woodard. Alfre Woodard. Is Alfre Woodard vegan? Alfre Woodard. Is Alfre Woodard vegan? Alicia, let me see. Is Alfre Woodard vegan? AI says, but she interviewed Woodard interviewed the co-founder of the Good Food Institute about developing plant-based meat to solve the problems of industrial animal agriculture. So she's not ignorant, but she still isn't vegan. Okay, so Alfre Woodard. Happy birthday, Alfre Woodard. Please go vegan. It's a perfect day to go vegan on your birthday, because then you'll always remember what day you went vegan. Isn't that great? You'll always know your vegan declaration day, Alfre Woodard. Same for you, Gordon Ramsay. SZA, I don't know what's going on with you, SZA. I'm sorry. If you're watching, SZA, it's impossible for you to be allergic to most fruits and vegetables. You crazy? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Those are all the famous birthdays. You know who died today, though? It was Doc Holliday died today. John Milton died today. Wow. You know who's a John Milton fan? Dan is a John Milton fan. He loves Paradise Lost. He loves Paradise Regained. He's a scholar and a gentleman. He's a gentleman and a scholar. You guys know that he's a grumpy gentleman, but he's also a scholar. Right, Dan? Yeah, I think so. Dan, why don't you come join me? How are you, sir?
I'm all right. Yeah, you're quite. Am I late or are you early?
No, I start early so that I can cover the other stuff, because I do like the today in history, the birthday stuff. We talk about the word of the day to try to get activists having better vocabulary than carnies. When was the last time you saw the show, Dan? We got a whole program now.
Yeah. Oh, really? I'm just. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a funny old 3 months, and yeah.
Well, welcome back from Auschwitz.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
So it's kind of funny because you were playing you were playing an Auschwitz prisoner, right?
I was playing an Auschwitz political prisoner.
Auschwitz political prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've always wondered, and though I guess I'm always assumed that Auschwitz, you know what Auschwitz means in in German it means to sweat out. It means like to sweat out something. That's what it
Well,
means.
doesn't well, Auschwitz wasn't that the Polish name?
So exactly. So what actually happened was I had to look this up. So the Polish it was called like Aufwind. It was some other name. And when the Germans heard it, they're just like the English, they're like, "Oh, China, what's your capital called?" Peking. What? Beijing? All right, that's what we're calling it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I mean, they've got that thing over the gate, haven't they? Albeit my frey, which means work. Is it struggle will free you or work will set you free?
Arbeit macht frei. It means work will set you free. Yeah. Work. Work will liberate you. Yeah, it's pretty horrible. Auschwitz. That would be Auschwitz. Yeah, that's exact. So Gorik is Austrian. He knows what he's talking about. Yeah, it's a weird thing that, but apparently it's just like a bastardization word of Auschwitz Birkenau is they just Germanized a Polish word. Yeah, weird. So tell us about it. What were you? How long were you in Poland, and how did you like it?
Yeah, the place I went to was Łódź, which is spelt Lodz. So to me, it reads Lodz.
Yeah, the L with the line through it, right?
Yeah, so it's actually Łódź.
Yeah.
It was pretty much, if it wasn't for the fact we were driving on the opposite side of the road, I would have assumed that I was driving through the streets of Manchester. It is very much like Manchester's an industrial town. And I wouldn't, and of course the Polish shops and everything, but I mean, like for like, it's pretty much, if you'd have said to me, you're still in Manchester, if I just woke up and you in Manchester, I would have said, yeah, of course I'm in Manchester. Yeah, no difference.
Seems like Manchester to me.
But the whole experience was mind-blowing because the extras were so good. The essays, the supporting artists, we call them now. We don't call them extras anymore because it's a little bit derogatory calling them extras.
You don't call them background
artists, whatever. Yeah, the essays were brilliant. They're all Polish men. And they totally engaged with the scenes, which, of course, as you know, if you're in the industry, it makes your job a whole lot easier. So I'm stood there in my stripy pajamas. I had some long johns underneath, some thermal long johns underneath, and a vest on underneath. But you couldn't have too much on because obviously, you can see it. So yeah. I'm stood there. I'm cold. I'm damp, I'm wet, I'm tired from the flight. I've got 2 Alsatian dogs barking at me, which is something we can have a chat about as well, is animals in the film industry. I had two Alsatians barking at me. I had German SS officers marching in front of me. I had people with capos who were beating people with sticks behind me. And I was told that if I look up, I'll get shot in the head. And I totally engaged with the scene, and I was literally scared shitless, absolutely scared shitless. I was cold. I was horrified. Everything seemed so real, and that is thanks to the whole crew and cast who just made that scene believable. It was great, honestly, it really was. And I was there for 4 days. I traveled one day, arrived there, filmed the Tuesday, filmed the Wednesday, traveled home on the Thursday. So it was an amazing experience.
It sounds like it. I mean, I know when you're in the moment acting, sometimes you get lost in the character, you get lost in the scene. You start because the trick is to trick yourself, right, into believing what you're doing and really feeling it, right?
Well, I mean, the whole point of acting is to make people feel or to let people know how you're feeling without acting. The minute you act, you're not an actor. It's making someone believe. I mean, this is the thing about when you go on set and you see actors who are top of the game, because I did a lot of essay work when I started out just to get on set to see how things worked. and it was cool, and it fed into my ADHD as well. It was great to sort of buzz off all this. And you watch the actors work, and I thought that looks so easy.
Yeah.
And anybody who is at the top of the game makes things look easy. Runners make things easy. Footballers, you know.
Yeah, the guys riding bicycles around the rim of a barrel.
Yeah, they make it. Oh, I could do that. They make it look so
Yeah.
easy, and that is the key. So yeah, it's all about. It's easy to go in those places because what you've got to think about is what would Dan do if he was in this position right now? What feeling would be going through his mind? What through himself? What would he be feeling? Would he be scared? Would he be looking for places to run? Would he be all these thoughts going through your mind? So you do enter that zone, and it is exhausting. It is exhausting.
So one of the things I wanted to ask you, Jenna Ortega, when she went to Romania to film the Wednesday series, said that she couldn't stay vegan there because she was in a landlocked country, but decided that she had to eat fish because it was just too much for her to be in Romania and stay vegan. Now, Romania is not that far away from Poland. It's kind of over there. And also Poland is, a similar kind of style of country, I would say, as far as like their geopolitical situation.
I've just made a shredded beetroot recipe because with every meal there, they had a vegan option, not just one for Dan, not just for one for the pain in the ass vegan Dan. They had a whole selection of vegan options. So you could have meat or you could have vegan. And with every meal, they had this shredded beetroot recipe, and it was beautiful. The Polish are one of the biggest vegetable eaters. Any poor country, meat is a luxury.
Right.
It's bullshit. All this. Yeah. It's more expensive being vegan. No. They the most vegetables in Poland. They're amazing, and Romania's not much difference. But one of the things I did notice was that when I went in the supermarkets, I could get vegan milks, I could get vegan burgers, I could get vegan sausages, I could get vegan everything. It's not an unusual thing. Vegetarianism is a normality over there because vegetarianism is basically what they all are. For obvious things like dairy and stuff like that. But pretty much most of the diet is vegetables. Romania have an eggplant recipe.
So you managed to stay vegan, even though the grueling schedule and you were in a concentration camp situation, and you had all of this, like, it's hard being an actor, that like the expenditure of your energy, you still were able to stay vegan and healthy.
Well, if let's put this scenario forward. Let's say there was nothing whatsoever. Let's go back to Cuba. Sky.
I know you love Cuba. I love
Cuba.
You go to Cuba every week.
Let's go to Cuba, right? Cuba was like, I starved, right? Now, if I'd gone to Poland and there would have been absolutely nothing, which is an impossibility, but we'll do it. There's nothing to eat. I would not have eaten for the 2 days.
That's how I am.
Yes. I wouldn't have eaten meat and eggs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I would not have eaten. I'm not going to die from not eating for 2 days.
You can make it like 7 days. As long as you got water, you can go like 7 days without eating. So I think...
I took them. I've took those with me, my ADHD pills. So if I took those, I wouldn't even get hungry anyway. So I could just live off of those. One a day, boom, not bothered. But yeah,
neither of us are being paid to advertise the ADHD medication.
Oh, I believe it's a big thing in America though, because they've got a massive shortage because students have been taking it so they can go and study all night with it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah,
well, I mean, when I was in college,
don't go down that road, Sky. Don't go down that road. There's ears and eyes everywhere. Mate.
Well, okay. So when I was in college, you have to stay up all night sometimes and write. Like I was an English major.
No, you didn't have to, Sky. No, you didn't have to.
I could have quit, I guess.
No, you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to stay up all night at all. There's nothing that requires you to stay up all night and do it. So either you were doing something wrong, or you were playing catch up. That's why you had to stay up all night. So don't try and bullshit Grumpy, right? Because I can see right through you like a sheet of freshly polished glass, my friend.
There are times when, no matter how well planned you've done everything, you still have to stay, work extra hours and work through the night and typing away. And
Is that how you type?
That's how I type. I type like
a
Kermit the
Muppet.
Frog. Yeah, like a Muppet. I just like that's how I play piano too.
Oh, crazy man, crazy. I love
And
stupid
so
stuff
like
that.
so we called it's called A plus or Diet Coke, and it's Adderall. It's just ADHD
It's just
medicine.
it's just my savior and your crutch.
Crutch? No, I would call it a performance enhancing drug. Is what I would
No,
call
for
it.
me it was a crutch. It wasn't it's not performance enhancing for me at all. Oh dear.
Okay, so my performance enhancing drug is your crutch. Let's not get all in. I thought you were off those pills anyway. I thought you were.
I
like,
haven't took them. I haven't took them in over a month and a half, mate. I really haven't. I've just got no call for them. I've told you I'm accepting me for who I am now, so it's fine.
Well, everyone
know?
loves you for who you are, Dan. Karina actually works in she fulfills the prescriptions for people. She works at a medical office. See you, Dan. See, this is what you have to do. You just have to accept Dan for who he is. Sometimes he just bails, and that's how. Yeah, he's back. You see, that's part of the ADHD. Dan,
What? Sorry, go on. What?
so you were able to stay vegan. I'm really happy to hear that. I'm really pleased with that. Are you have you done any activism since then? Have you been able to squeeze anything in?
Oh, right. This is the thing. This is the thing, mate. Right. You remember my latest rant video?
Yeah, I can't forget it. In fact, I was thinking about it a lot when you told me something else that I wasn't going to say.
Yeah. I mean, I went on Roger's channel last Wednesday, and unfortunately, my internet decided to go down. It might have been like the vegan gods might have been with me on that one. I don't know. But Roger did want to sort of grill me on that thingy. But I've really got nothing to say about it. I mean, all I'm doing is using my channel to just scream what I want to say, right? Now, throughout my life, I've always been misrepresented. I've always been misconstrued. I've not been able to express myself correctly. And people have got to look a little bit deeper and in between the lines to what I'm actually saying because I can't express myself properly. And I'll admit that. So sometimes when I go on a free fall like I did then and just express what was going through my mind, people want to read into it what they want to read into it. And if you notice in the comments of it, if you ever go through the comments of that, there's people supporting me because they got it. They got what I was saying. And then there was people there that were sort of saying, assuming it was about them.
Yes, everything you say online. How many times? Every time you say something online, are you talking about me? Yeah, I'm talking exactly. Of course I'm talking about you. No, I'm talking about just the concept and everyone. Yeah, totally.
So basically, since that point, I mean, there was a new vigil by Manchester Pig Save, a vigil quite a distance away. It's over a 30-minute drive away, but it's a brand new slaughterhouse because the last one closed. And it's a brand new slaughterhouse, and I couldn't make it because my car had to go for its MOT, but I will be attending one of those. But as far as everything, I seem to have gone on in a bit of a rut, and I can't climb out of it. I've stopped going to the gym. But the gym is going to shut for refurbishment and reopens in December. So I'm using that as a point to sort of head towards to start at the gym again. But I'm really struggling with everything at the moment to get motivated to do it. And it's just a layer of my condition, unfortunately, is executive dysfunction. I just can't. It's not
executive. I like executive dysfunction. I think that's the name of my new punk band. Executive dysfunction.
It's a great thing, but it describes it completely. And it's basically, I want to do something, but I can't get motivated to do it. And it's not because I don't want to or because I'm lazy, which is what people assume. It's because I can't physically, my brain won't physically project me into that process of thinking about it. So, yeah, I mean,
do you ever have it where? How are you with? Okay, so when you get in the mode where you are motivated, how are you with like? Because something similar, something not weird. Something happened to me where I'm like, okay, I'm going to work out, and so I started every single day, and I was like 2 weeks into every single day working out, and then we came to California. We actually in Nevada we stayed at a hotel that didn't have a gym. And then we come to California and there's no gym at the hotel. And the next hotel, no gym. And I'm like, God damn it. I'm in the mode. I'm actually motivated now. And motherfuck, now I don't have the tool at my disposal. You know what I mean? I got so angry. Now I'm like looking up I'm trying to do push-ups or something. I don't know.
Calisthenics. All you got to do is calisthenics. That's all you got to do.
It's not
you've
the
got 3
same
modes.
though. I was like,
no, it's not the same. I agree with you. It's not the same, but you can do it. You can do it. You can do pull-ups.
So how are you? The question is, how are you like when you are motivated, but now outside circumstances have like undermined your determination?
If I can get hyperfocus initiating, I will go into it wholeheartedly. I will just smash into it. And once I get into a habit, and I start hurting myself at the gym and getting the dopamine fix, then I'm away. I can carry it on. It's like the acting. I've just had an audition for a new BBC comedy, and I'm waiting to hear from that. But this is what I mean. Mentally, it's killing me because I get the audition through on my email, and I'm like, look at the audition, think, wow, yeah, this is going to be great. I'll think about it. I learn the script. I practice it. I meet my mate. I go and meet my mate. We set it up. We do the audition. I send it off. And now I'm in waiting to hear mode, which means constantly flicking open the phone, going onto the emails, nothing. Oh, was that a text? Oh, was that a phone call? And it's like grind. And the trouble with the British entertainment industry is that the only people who hear anything are the successful ones. If you're unsuccessful, you won't hear a thing. You don't get told no, you just don't hear. And this is the thing. And so what's going through my mind now is this constant thing like, right, okay, so yesterday it went in. They would have looked at them all day, not heard anything. Okay, so what they must be doing now, they must be putting them all in piles and saying, okay, we've got these, we're going now down to these. So we get to the end of the day, and if we get to the end of the day and I don't hear, then they think, right, so they've got to make a big decision. So we'll go. If I don't hear by Friday, I haven't got it. But during that time, it's just, I'm waiting. And it's draining, Sky. Really is fucking draining. And I've had a few over the last couple of months, and I've been sort of really concentrating on my acting. I really want to make it in the acting, and I'm not throwing the animals under the bus. Far from it, I mean, I've been a constant advocate for veganism for the last 7 years now.
Well, that's why I wanted to know, because I actually was afraid of this when Pilgrim's Pride shut down, and I wanted to say, like, well, I'm now worried that we're gonna lose you to, the fact that it's gone. Like, you're gonna be like, well, what do I do now? It's been such a big part of your life, activism, and I think that your voice as an activist is so important, and has been for me at least. And then all of a sudden, like, I've always found the stuff you say inspiring. I talk about you a lot. I've talked about when people tell me, well, I'm 19, I went vegan. I'm like, I'm more inspired by people like Grumpy, who went vegan a bit later, and
a lot later.
Well, I said a bit to make you to appeal to your
it don't
vanity.
matter. I've survived to 56, mate. I'm like, woo, fucking hell. How did I manage that shit? God, talk about juggling. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
so my point in all of that is that, like, when they closed that slaughterhouse, I was just worried that, okay, well, Dan's done. Like, what now? You know what I mean?
It does feel a little bit like that, because it was very convenient. It was very convenient.
It was something that's right in your face. It's like not just convenience. It's like it's almost unavoidable. It's like now it's my obligation, because it's in my backyard. I have to do something.
I mean, obviously, there's other stuff. I've been in chats with somebody about liberating certain animals because it's coming up to Christmas, and that may happen. But again, it's. Oh, thank you, Mike the Musical Vegan Beast. Look at that. You see, I want to be like Mike the Musical Vegan Beast.
Yeah.
He's ripped. He's ripped. I used to have triceps like that and shoulders.
Yeah, he's buff. I want to get him on the show so he could tell me how to be buff.
Dan is the most honest vegan I have watched on YouTube, in my opinion. Yeah. Well, I can't be any other way. I can't be any other way, unfortunately.
Most
I can't.
honest is a weird thing to be. So, oh wait, all the other vegans are liars now. Is that the?
Yeah, you are, Scott. Yeah, you're a bit
Yeah.
of, you know what I mean.
I'm a,
It's just
I'm
like
a
you guys,
prevaricating vegan. I'm the prevaricating vegan.
you hold back. You know what I mean. Sometimes you see, but this is the
I
thing,
hold
mate.
back.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
I,
you
have,
hold
I haven't
back
been
a bit.
accused of
Yeah.
that.
No, I'm only joking. No, but
I
the
haven't
thing,
been accused of that one.
I think what he's getting at there is right. When we look at vegans, you know, when we look at vegan influencers on YouTube and on TikTok and wherever, if they don't show the faces, it's very hard to sort of
Connect.
buy into connect with them. And
Yeah.
I've always used the same approach. I've not got fancy backgrounds. It's me. I'm sat here. I've got spots on my face. I might have stubble around my thing. I just come on and say my thing. And I think that's what he's alluding to, is that sort of honesty. It's just like, there's no frills. There's no pay to ask questions. It's just, I'll just say what's on my mind, whether it be right or wrong. And I think that's the key with everybody. What everyone should be able to do is be able to speak out loud, say what they feel, and then if people want to come back and critique it and say, "Oh, you said this, and do you think you're right about that?" And well, don't know. What do you think? Well, if you're saying that, then this will happen. And right, okay, so maybe I was wrong. Yeah, but we shouldn't be afraid of saying anything. We should be able to say what we want.
I totally agree with and should say what you need to say, because the animals can't articulate. I've been kind of annoyed by this, like, animals don't have a voice thing recently, because like all these animals have they're telling us that they don't want to be killed. They're trying to escape. They clearly don't want to be in these cages, but I know that they can't articulate, and something like a human being not speaking up for the animals seems sinful. It seems like
okay, right, okay. Sorry to interrupt, but something's just come to me. One of the things I said in my rant was, I'm not bothered if people go vegan and don't do any activism, right? I'm not bothered. Now, how do you feel about that comment? Because to me, our goal is to get people out there to take up a vegan lifestyle, to boycott all the industries. Yeah, that's the goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, is it our goal to make every single one of those an activist? Yeah, we'd love that. But to me, it's a big ask to ask people to spin their life and turn it on its head, right? And do all this and then go, okay, so you're vegan now, but now you need to go to fucking videos. Now you need to talk to people. Now you need to do this. Now you need to do that. No, you go vegan. If you decide to start advocating for animals, that's great. But you go vegan and do it all right. I'm happy. Well done.
Well, this is interesting, because this is an evolution from when I first met you, Dan, because you said you told me that asking someone to go vegan is a big ask, and I totally disagreed with you. And now you're saying that the big ask is to become an activist. And I agree that I feel like going vegan is the moral imperative, is not a big ask. It's not hard to go vegan. It's not hard not to abuse animals. But asking people to speak up and go against the status quo and to question authority in a public forum is a bigger ask. That's true. I agree with you. But I want people to do something. I don't care if it's share a video, like a post, do anything, literally anything. That's just fucking anything. You know what I mean? Get off the couch, do something. And there's ways to do it anonymously. You can do anonymous for the voiceless, wear the mask, and you could do a lot, you know.
Of course there is. But I've also thought about veganism or baseline. Yeah, it's a starting point. And I've always said, you know, that anybody who does go vegan for the ethical reasons, because there are vegans that go vegan for other things. They go vegan for health. It's a big thing. They go vegan for environment. They do, and there's no denying that. It's not correct, but
they go plant-based for those reasons.
They're going down that road. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we should get people to go vegan, and then, you know, we shouldn't berate people if they
Well,
I'm
I'll
not-
tell you.
I'm
I'll
not-
tell you. Like, you know, George Martin. He's your fellow Breton, and he said that a vegan a vegan who doesn't do activism is the same as a dead carnist, and I'm like, it's a little messed up. I don't believe that, but I do think that I think he's doing it for effect. I don't think that he really believes that. You know, he talks pretty big sometimes. I love him, but he's like something a bit hardcore on that. So I
yeah,
don't
but
wanna,
yeah, but we've got to put that out there, haven't we? You've got to. It's like bartering for something, isn't it? You've got to go in low first. You've got to go in low. So with this, you've got to go in high. You've got to go at the top of the stakes, and then hopefully they'll say, "Well, I can't go up to the top there, but I can probably go in between these 2 points here." You know what I mean? So
yeah.
and it's a bit like bartering. You go in the lowest price possible without seeming cheeky, and then hopefully you'll get a price near to where you want it. But it's one of those. You've got to go in at the top if you're going to be an influencer. You've got to do it right. You've got to do.
Well, yeah,
know?
that's exactly right. That's why I don't berate. I try to cheerlead. I try to berate all carnies. I don't like people who eat animals, but I try to cheerlead any activist. And sometimes even if I disagree with the tactics or question, like this thing with Wayne Xiong being in jail, I think that he's better out of jail. I wish that they had done a similar thing with him not landing in prison. They're like, this was the plan the whole time. And I'm like, that's a bad fucking plan. We need you out of prison, not in prison. Like, anyway, it doesn't mean that I don't believe in his cause. Like, I applaud him. I'm like, holy shit, he's a hero. He's going to prison for the cause. Like, I just wish that he weren't going to prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I question that plan. If you and I were going to go do a protest together, Dan, and you were like, I'm hoping to get arrested today, I'd be like, bro, no, let's not do that. I need you out of jail.
See, there you've hit another nail on the head there for me, and that's another thing. You know, we're talking about liberating. I've got to be very careful now. I'm on a roll.
Yeah.
I'm getting auditions. There's been a lot of. You've seen the Russell Brand thing, haven't you? The Russell Brand sort of exposure.
Yeah.
Things come out the woodwork, and you know, and the entertainment industry don't like this sort of controversy anymore. So
Never did.
I've got to think twice before I do anything that's potentially going to get me in trouble. And to be honest with you, I won't do it at the moment. Maybe if I ever get established, which I will do, I'm getting there. But
You will.
when I get established, maybe I can take a little risk and everything like that. But at the moment, so someone's just wrote something that's just made me think as well. You know, dead carnists don't have that effect. Is when someone becomes vegan, they automatically advocate anyway.
Yeah,
just
we
by their
talked
actions,
about the
just
George
by,
Martin thing before.
just
yeah.
by walking into a shop and ordering vegan meals, just by putting stuff onto a supermarket counter, you know, that have vegan written all over them. Just by sitting with non-vegans and eating vegan food, you're advocating the lifestyle to people, you know. So the more that word's brought up, the better.
I agree with you. I think that George Martin is making a point to try to encourage people to become activists. I think he's making I think he said that to be controversial and
course,
like really
to
rile
we've
people
talked
up.
About, we've talked about this before.
Yeah,
It's all about causing. I mean, look at that video of mine, right? It got. I've put stuff up there. I've liberated animals. I've had arguments with slaughterhouse workers. I've not put all these things up. But the minute I start ranting and say a few stupid things, I'm getting like I've got 1,500 sort of views on it. I've got so many comments. It's unbelievable. It's like you've got to create some sort of spectacle, and that's the whole point of it. And I think
that's why
big or go home. You know,
right? And that's why that vegan teacher has 800,000 subscribers already.
Exactly.
She got banned from TikTok at 2 million followers, and she's already back at 800,000 followers. Like, you know, there's something to be said about being controversial.
It's cringe watch. It's called cringe watching, isn't it? People like to watch to cringe, but it doesn't matter because while they're cringing, they're hearing the message.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
win-win.
It's not always my style, but from time to time I'll say some, and hopefully not cringe, but I'll do a lot of like, I'll rant about politics and stuff. And in fact, there's a lot of political shit happening already in this month in America. Another state enshrined abortion rights in their constitution.
That's right. Yeah, I saw that on TV. Yeah, it was mentioned on TV that. Paul
things-
Campbell's been doing a bit of research on my film.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Paul Campbell's always doing it. But isn't Wayne just
It's
trying to
great,
make the
Paul.
best of what's happened? I don't think so. I think he's always said, I'm going to jail. He recorded all those things ahead of time, knowing he's going to jail. He kept getting more and more, like more and more brazen in order to end up in prison. So I don't know, man. Wayne, I hope the plan isn't to continue. Like the stuff he got imprisoned for happened 5 years ago, right? Something like that. So shit, dude. Like, I don't know. I think it's hard. Going to prison is counterproductive to your message and limits your reach. I totally agree. Daddy Bear reads at bedtime. It's hard to advocate. Talk to Jake Conroy about what it's like to be in jail for 4 years. Talk to Ronnie Lee what it's like to be in jail for 10 years.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
talk to Beetlejuice. He was in for 4 years. You know, like these guys are.
And it doesn't stop there neither, because as soon as you get out, you're under parole conditions. You can't do.
Yeah.
You've got to be careful for the rest of your life. You know, it never leaves you. You can't go to other countries.
Felony conspiracy is a big deal in America. Like felony conspiracy is a big deal, and he's got and they're saying he's going to get 2 years, 8 months served, and he's going to serve 8 months. But it's like that doesn't matter. Once you get that felony black mark on you, it's difficult, makes life difficult. Yeah, making vegan gains in the gym or where able. I saw someone say that I should get a yoga. I think Vegan Megan, you've inspired me. I think the next time I go on tour, I'll bring a yoga mat, and then I won't have to worry about this shit. I'll just do it in the. Why you don't like yoga? Well, you don't like yoga? What's that face for, Dan? What the hell? You don't like yoga now?
You're turning more and more into a hippie as the weeks go by.
I don't mind. I'll be a hippie. I'll be a hippie as long as I can look as good as you do when I'm 56. I'll be.
I got some other news as well after.
Please, but the name of Maximilian Kolbe was a Polish Catholic priest in convention. Is that who you played?
No. I was one of the. I originally got offered the role of one of the guys in the cell, a guy called Victor from Russia.
Making you talk.
Russia, yeah, I'm from Russia, yes. My father is from Russia, my brother is from Russia, sister, mother.
You watch in America, what a country! You watch TV. In Russia, the TV watch you.
I love the face that you pull as well to do that.
I'm trying my Yakov Smirnov.
Yes.
Was Yakov Smirnov very famous in your country?
So I got offered that role, and it was 6 weeks in Poland, and I spoke to my agent, and she talked me out of it. Basically, she said do it, but she sort of said, check this, check that, check this, and I'm like, and I thought, right, okay, I've had a couple of TV shows now, I'm on a roll, so I refused the role. And I'm actually playing. It's just a cameo role that I got, which is nice, and it was part of it. And yeah, it's a credit, so it's all good. But I just, But now, with hindsight, I think I made a mistake. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to go big. I think the film is going to go big.
Okay, but did you pull an accent when you did your what accent did you speak with?
Of course, it was Polish.
You were Polish.
I had a Polish accent. Yes.
Yes, a Polish accent. I talk like
Polish.
I talk like Polish accent. Why make you go watch stripper? They always say, "Why make you go watch stripper? In my country, we will stripper watch you." In Soviet Union, in Soviet Russia, you become vegan.
Vegan becomes you. Vegan becomes you.
Yakov Smirnov never gets old. I love it.
I'm in March. I'm going to Thailand to see a good friend of mine, Psycho Sid. He's organising the holiday for me.
Nice.
He's a vegan. He wrote a book. He survived cancer.
When are you coming to the United States?
Oh, I don't know.
What is your movie called?
It's called The Triumph of the Heart. I'm just trying to find it now.
Heart. Ooh, it's a play on Triumph of the Will. That's amazing. Triumph of the Heart. So you know that the most famous propaganda film about Hitler and Hitler's Germany was called Triumph of the Will. And so
Right.
I think that they're making a little play on that Triumph of the Heart for anyone who is a filmography, a filmophile.
The guys who are making it are a Catholic sort of group. The director's dad is a big Catholic sort of guy in the US. They're all from Texas. They're all from the Texas area. I'm trying to think what he's called. I'll find it eventually.
So
have a look. So yeah, I'm off to Thailand in March. He's going to sort me out a nice hotel.
Can you stay vegan in Thailand? You can be vegan in Thailand?
Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing. It really is. It really is good.
You're like you're throwing everything in their faces. You're showing us that you can be vegan anywhere.
I mean, I really would love. I'm just trying to find this on Facebook. Actually,
can you be vegan in Paris even? What if you're in Paris and have IBS? Could you be vegan there?
I know where you're going with this.
What if you're in Thailand and have IBS, Dan? Then can you be vegan? I hear that shellfish are there and bivalves. You know,
don't mention the bivalves. No, come on.
What if you're in Thailand and a peacock drops a feather and you take that feather and you put it in your bum hole and it feels so good in there, and then everyone starts putting the feathers in their bum holes, and you started a fad where everyone is walking around with peacock feathers out of their bum holes. Have you committed a rights violation against all of the peacocks that will now be killed for their feathers?
It's funny you should say that. It was an old Manchester tradition too. Actually, it was called the Peacock Dance Festival, and
that sounds like we
actually we used to shove fireflies up our ass and then feathers, fireflies? And then fireflies so that our farts would glow, and
they have fireflies, and I didn't know they had fireflies.
No, they don't. I'm just making it up. It's just I'm being as
they have fireflies in. If you shove fireflies up your bum hole in Manchester on the 5th of November, Guy Fawkes Day, is that a rights violation? But it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt the fireflies after all.
Sky, share the screen.
Here you go.
So that's me there. That's me there in the middle, right, bang in the middle. This is the Facebook group.
With the crotch shot. You got the crotch shot right in the middle, huh?
Yeah, they're not very up on social media, these guys.
They just chopped off your head. What the fuck is this picture, Dan?
So
I love it though. Like, hey, look at the schlongs on these guys.
So these guys are actually on a diet. So what they've done is they filmed the first stages of them being in this cell.
Yeah.
And then they're going away, dieting, and coming back to film the end scenes.
Oh my gosh, I bet their diets are extreme too, huh?
They've got to lose quite a bit of weight. But it's those are the shoes that I wore. That, oh my god, wooden soles, and we had to run on these cobbles here. You know, and I damaged my foot. I had to get the medic in to sort my foot out because I kept slipping off them. That's the guy who's playing Maximilian Kolbe. Look at that, though. I mean,
that's Maximilian Kolbe. Okay.
Yeah.
Why is he in there? If he's because he's a dissident. He's saying naughty things. Is that why he's in there?
He took the place of is that a communist? Is that enemy of the state? The red triangle? I think the red triangle is the enemy of the state. The pink triangles were homosexuals.
Yeah.
I
don't know all of the Nazi icon. I don't know all of the Nazi symbols, but I know that the pink triangle is.
Well, I was a communist and I had a red triangle.
Oh, so so the commie is the red triangle. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You filthy commie.
So this is
It was Leon Trotsky's birthday yesterday.
Maybe.
So with you, what they do? Just go like, all right, you're good.
Yeah, I was automatically good.
Yeah.
This guy here is a massive TV star in Poland, apparently.
Oh,
So
really?
everybody was stopping him to get his. That's me, and the director. That's the director, Anthony Ambrosio.
And you said
Oh,
he's
he-
from Texas. The director's from Texas.
Yes. And
Did he have a thick accent? Was he like, "Howdy, howdy, Dan? How you doing?"
I'll play his video if you want.
Well,
Let's have a
howdy
look.
there.
Oh, that's on the Instagram. Oh, it's on Instagram.
Texas, they talk real funny.
I'll just stick this in. This is the web page because you can still contribute towards it. But yeah, that's it. I've put in the chat there a link to the actual web page for the film. So if you click on that and take a look at that, people, you can sort of reserve.
Well, that's awesome. I'm really glad, Dan, that you were able to have that experience. And I think the world is going to be a better place when the movie comes out because you're a famous vegan who's going to be in an awesome film. Don't forget the little guys when you're big, okay?
Roger
I
says,
knew you were gonna
just a
fucking read that
gentle
out.
correction, Dan.
I was hoping you were going to miss that.
Come on at 1. Anything you want to talk about apart from the filming, now we'll just chat. You can grill me if you want. Yeah. Well, I'm not saying you couldn't have grilled me. Yeah, it's fine. I'm quite happy to talk about anything. Like I said, I'm quite happy to talk about anything at all. So we can reconvene that one, Roger, if you want. No problem. Now my internet's good. But yeah,
hopefully your internet will work. I probably won't be watching, but Dan, you can fill me in on the other side, I suppose.
Now here's something I want to take a look at. Is that bunny ears thing?
What
I
bunny
sent you
ears
the
thing?
pictures. I sent you the pictures on WhatsApp. Let me see if I can find them.
On
I think it's
WhatsApp?
in my downloads. Let's have a look. Downloads.
You sent it to me in WhatsApp. What are you talking about, Danny boy? Oh,
I shall show.
Danny
All right, here we go. So
boy.
there's one, and there's the other one. So I'll see if I can. I don't know if it comes up if I share the screen.
Oh, you were talking about the goat milk hand cream.
Yeah, it's like what the hell's going on there now?
It says it's cruelty free, but it also says goat milk is a key ingredient for delivering intense moisture to your skin. Why would goat's milk deliver intense moisture to my skin?
So the problem I've got with this is, can you see that there?
Yeah.
Cruelty free.
Yeah, it's not cruelty free.
And how were they allowed to do this?
Well, because it wasn't tested on animals. So cruelty free now means that it wasn't tested on animals, but that doesn't mean it's vegan. It's pretty messed up.
It is pretty messed up and
Misleading, right?
The thing about the cruelty-free logo means it is cruelty. Even my missus said to me, "Well, what's wrong with goat's milk?" And I said, "Well, the 50% of the kids born, they're going to be male. What do they do with them?" She went, "Oh, they just hang about, don't they?" I said, "No, they just don't. They don't want them wasting resources.
No, they
Why
slit
would
their
they want?"
throats.
They slit the throats, they bolt gun them, or they send them off to a halal slaughterhouse or
Well, they'll
whatever.
get their
But-
throat slit. Yeah, they'll
Mm.
they all get their throat slit in the end. Yeah, born a boy, get your throat slit. I think that's
So it is a
basically
worrying development that some of this stuff, and I mean,
cruelty free. Yeah, it's fucking
this
bullshit.
I found a British one, right? I found a British producer, and I'll read it if you can just share that. So it says, "We are a family-run business that started production just 2 miles from Bristol Airport, then moved to Larmager premises.
Yeah,
Father and 2 sons manufacturing all the products on site using milk from the village Kerborn herd of British Alpine show goats." Oh, the show goats, so that makes them even better. And
Yeah,
also have a
the
regular
show
milk
goats.
delivered from Bruton's Dairy, Somerset. So they're getting regular dairy as well delivered. The business started as a result of myself being diagnosed with osteoporosis. Oh, what caused your osteoporosis in the first place? Could it have been dairy?
could have
I'm told
been.
by a consultant to start drinking goat's milk to strengthen my bone density.
Oh my god!
like, wow.
This guy's a
We-
douche.
With further research, I discovered the many benefits which goat milk offers. High in calcium, Contains vitamin A, lactic acid, and other minerals beneficial for those suffering with eczema, psoriasis. It's like, hold on a minute. This shit causes psoriasis and oh man, it's just like. But in a short time, I started experimenting, making goat's milk soap, and soon family and friends. The feedback was so positive and helping many skin conditions. And I decided to leave my career as a police officer. Oh yeah, that makes him even worse.
What do you know? He was a police officer. Does that shock you?
No, not one bit. And with the helping hand of Yeo Valley Organic, which are a big sort of yogurt producer in the UK, it's like, we obtained the license to extract keratin, a natural protein from alpaca fleece, to make soaps and shampoo bars. So these will be cruelty-free logoed as well.
Yes.
And
so now it has. Now you have to look for vegan and cruelty-free. It's a bit ridiculous and stupid. What are you going to do? It's cockamamie. It's a cockamamie thing. Goat benefits. What about this one, Dan? Dan is a knobhead, says Laura.
Oh, it's Laura, of course. Yeah, I can take that.
Well, Dan, I have to go do activism. I have to go to a college campus and talk to students about animal testing. I'm on a campus where they actually test on primates, which is always a bit interesting because people care about primates a lot more than they care about other species. It's pure just because they're speciesist, you know. But it's always an interesting thing when I'm at a campus. I know. Please don't bring up. Did I lose you, Dan? I think I lost you.
No, I'm still here. I'm still here.
You're
Have
frozen,
you got...
Dan.
Oh, you're frozen. You're frozen.
No, I think it's you. I have all of the. Is that lying in advertising? It is. All right, but Dan, I have to say goodbye to you anyway. I have to go to UC Davis and talk to campus students and faculty about animal exploitation and experimentation.
Listen, thanks for that. Next time you put something up and say this is me talking to students, make sure it's not just all the back of you, because I can't really believe it was you unless we can see your actual face. I think it was a stand in a body double.
But look, I was trying to show this off.
Ah, right. I see what you were doing there. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to show off my new. I'm collecting patches in every place that I go. Well, trying to. I've skipped a couple places, but I thought it'd be fun to try to collect patches and put it on my PETA sweatshirt and pins. Like, I went to some actions in Chicago and they had these. I have a no fur pin, and I have a pro animal future pin. That was pretty cool.
Wow, with all those patches and badges and everything, you really remind me of a little gay vegan Boy Scout.
A little gay vegan Boy Scout. I'll take it. That's all right. I'll be your little gay vegan Boy Scout. Dan, and with that beautiful message, Dan, thank you so much. I'm going to say goodbye to you now, Dan.
Thank you.
Bye,
you for having me
Dan.
on, Sky, and I'll see you on the next one.
All right, I'll see you next month, first Wednesday, right? Or something like that.
December,
right.
The run up to Christmas. Woo!
Yeah, it's coming up. All right, my man. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Whoa, that happened fast. Okay, well, thank you everybody for joining me, and thank you for joining. Thank you, Dan, for doing that. This is your vegan affirmation. It's your affirmation of the day, your daily affirmation for vegans only. If you aren't vegan, please get the fuck out of here. I don't know why you're here. Good vibes are for vegans only, and that's it. So this is for only vegans. I'll make a tree and a leaf. I'll make like a tree and leaf. Exactly. This is your daily affirmations for vegans only. I will prevail. I will prevail. I am resilient in the face of all the naysayers and trolls. When they attack, they have no idea that I am immutable. I am immovable. I effortlessly acknowledge that I'm lighter and closer to my highest self without the weight of corpses weighing me down. Don't let the corpses weigh you down, everybody. And I hope you guys have a better day than Doc Holliday, who died today. Doc Holliday died today, everybody. So did Alex Trebek. If you're not American, you probably don't know who Alex Trebek is, or Doc Holliday for that matter. But you definitely know who John Milton is, and he died today. So have a better day than John Milton. And stay strong, vegans. Stay strong.
It's so hard to not abuse animals.
carnies can fuck themselves. Go fuck themselves.
This is a show for vegans. This is a show for vegans. This is a show for
I will be back tomorrow with another guest. I think I have another guest tomorrow. I can't remember because too much is happening. But I will be in UC Davis tomorrow, and I'll let you know how my first day went, how it went with the primate research centers, and if the cops shut us down, because that's happened before too. So we'll see what goes down. In the meantime, also Fanny is going to come back for Vegan Sunday School on Sunday, and after that, we'll be in Berkeley. It's going to be crazy. Anyway, illegitimacy non-carborundum. Don't let the bastards grind you down, because I need you and we need each other. And the aminals definitely need you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Don't let the bastards grind you down.